In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to add a non-Steam game to SteamVR application. By the end, you'll know how to bring an external game into your Steam library and start it properly in VR. All through the Steam desktop client. First, open the Steam desktop client on your computer. We're going to add your game just like any other program you might want to manage through Steam. In the top menu, click Games or look to the bottom left corner for the plus Add a Game button. Choose Add a non-Steam game. Steam will scan for programs it recognizes and you'll see a list. If your game isn't showing, click Browse and point Steam to the game's executable file, the one that ends with .exe. This file is usually inside the game's install folder, often under Program Files or where you chose to install it. Make sure you select the actual game executable and not just a launcher. Then click Add Selected Programs. You should now see the game appear in your Steam library like any other entry. Next, let's make sure it's set up for SteamVR. Find the newly added game in your library and right-click it. Choose Properties. Here, you can review the launch options. This section controls any command line flags the game uses when it starts. If you've experimented before, clear anything you don't recognize to avoid conflicts. Keep the Properties window in mind as your place to rename the entry. Change the icon or adjust compatibility later if needed. Some users report that being on the Steam client beta helps the VR options show up more reliably in the library. If you've had trouble seeing VR-related options, that's something you can consider. Now you are ready to launch in VR. Start by launching SteamVR first from the Steam top menu or the VR button, so the headset environment is active before you start the game. With SteamVR running, go back to your library, select the non-Steam game you just added, and click Play. If you see a Run in VR option, choose that. Steam will hand the launch off to SteamVR, and your game should open in the VR context. If it starts on your desktop instead, return to Properties later and double-check that nothing in the launch options is preventing a VR session. That's it. Thanks for watching.